Guys, so welcome back once again. Now in our previous video we were able to create the title of, let's say, our content, or of our main content. So we can go forward to, let's say, create the, let's see, so we can create the content here. So first we need a label this, so we need a label like this. So copy and drag folders and files from one location to another, so I can have a label. So first we need a canvas to actually, let's say, hold this, so to hold this content here. So we need a canvas, so we just do canvas being equal to canvas. Then so I'll just do so instead of here being the main content, I'll just do title content. Then here should be a main content. Okay, so main content. Okay, then I have a canvas there. So being the base as the parent, then we will have a width. So a width being equal to 1300, since it's actually let's say bigger. Let me see. So it's bigger than this one, and we gave this one 1220. So should 130. Then a height which is also longer, so 650 will be good. So we have this. Then I think the background should be a white, so FFF. Okay, so we can just place our canvas there, canvas dot place. Then I think anchor of let's see, anchor of west won't be bad. Yeah, then arrow. Okay, so arrow of let's say 0. I think 0.55. Yeah, 0.5 won't be, yeah, I think it's okay. Then real y being equal to 0.07. Nah, I think here should be 0.07, then here should be 0.55. Yeah, I think it's okay. So we can just go again and see. So let me close this guy and okay, so it's looking perfect, so looking very perfect. Okay, so we can go to, let's say, adding the label at the top there. So copy and drag files from one location to another. So this one won't be carrying a variable, so just do label canvas. Okay, so I think it should be on this line. Okay, so I will say main contents label. Okay, then this will be canvas. Then in text should be copy and drag files from one location to another. Okay, looking good. So we have our text in place, we have our canvas. I think we need a background too of white, so yeah, okay. So I think the color is already black, so no need. Okay, then we need to place it, so the place, then I think 0.5, sorry, so anchor of center. Then I think raw x should be 0.5, then raw y should be, let's say, 0.05, so 0.05. Okay, it's looking good, so we can hit it again, then check it out. Okay, so it's looking good. Then we can go with, let's say, adding the images. So the images here. Now for the images, we just need labels to actually do that. Okay, So really quick, so we can go to here to add another label. So label, then we add canvas. Okay, now I think we will need, instead of text, we will need an image. So image like this. Okay, but first I'll clear this. Then I'll need the photo image, let's say photo image class from Tkinter. So first I'll need the folder image. So folder image being equal to photo image. Okay, then I'll specify file being equal to, then I'll add a link there, but I'll just resize it to 3 by 3, so 3,3. So to make it look small a bit, so I'll need to specify a location for the file. So I'll go to my directory, or I'll just add a folder here called src, which will contain my files. Then I'll add my files in there. Okay, so I'll go to, let me see, Python projects. Okay, so copy and drag. I need src here. Okay, so I'll copy these files, then I'll paste them in here. Okay, so I think I need to go to the directory. Okay, so videos, YouTube, I think copy and track, src, put it there. Okay, I think the files are in, then I can specify. So I think it's in the current folder, then src. Okay, now we need to, so folder image will be folder.png. Okay, then we do same for the rest too. So I think the forward will be the forward.png. So forward image being equal to, so photo. So I'll just copy and paste it. I don't need this command there. Okay, so here should be forward.png, I think. Yeah, so I'll copy this too for, okay, I think I will need this for the folder image. Okay, yeah, it's looking good. Oh nah, I shouldn't have added it, so I can reuse. Okay, since it's a variable I can reuse, so no worries. So I can go down here and add it to the image. So I just do image being equal to folder image. Okay, yeah, then I can place it. So place anchor being at the center. Then let me see. Okay, I will need a real x being equal to 0.36, then a real y being equal to 0.25. Okay, so I think these values are what I've tested already, so I think you can just check it out. So let me close this. Okay, so I have this now. Okay, it's looking good. Now I can just give it a background of white since it's giving me that color. So ff, okay, the f should be 3 or 6. We can copy and paste for the rest too. So I'll give it a comment here. So this should be folder image. So it should be the first one. So first folder image. I'll copy this. Now I'll paste this. Okay. Now this should be the forward folder image. Oh no, sorry. Should be forward drawer. So forward image. So forward. Then this should be forward image. Forward. Okay, then it should be on the same Y, but the x should be maybe a 0.5 here. Then I could do same for another folder. So this should be second folder. So yeah, then this should be maybe a 0.63 here. Okay, I think we are good to go. So we hit it again and see what we are getting. Oh, okay, I think this too big. We need to reduce it. Okay, so I gave it, let me see, oh, I'm not using the right image. So okay, I'm using the forward. Okay, so I need to change this to maybe, I'll go by 8 by 8. So we hit it again and see if 8 by 8 is okay. Okay, so 8 by 8 is okay. Yeah, it's cool. So then we can add our buttons there. Then we can duplicate all the things we have done. Okay, so we go here. So we need buttons down there. Okay, so buttons. So maybe a button like this. Then we need our canvas there. So canvas. Then what do we need again? So I think we just need a button. So a button should be a text. So then let me see, check the app and see. Okay, I think this button actually says transfer and track folders. Okay, so transfer and track folders. Okay, so we have this button. Now we can specify the place. So place anchor being at the center. Now I'll give it a rel x of 0.5, so a 0.5, then a rel y of so let's check this one. What did we give? So 0.25. So I can give it a 0.4. So a 0.4 here. Okay, I think this should be okay. Then I think we might need a width here. So maybe 70. Yeah. So let's go. So I'll close this and see. Okay, so it's too long, it's too long, and also it's too close to the images, and the height is not a bit, so we need to have a height there. So height of 30, then a width of reducing to 50. Then I think the background color should be white. So FFF. Okay, so we can have a comma here, then we can reload. Okay, so close this and see. Oh, the height is too big. Okay, so we need to change this to maybe a 10. Okay, I think 10 would be too great. So I'll give it a 5 here. Yeah, so okay, so I'll reload and see. Okay, so it's too big even though it's 5. So give it a 2 here. Then I'll close this. Okay, so it's also, so I'll give it a 3 for the final one. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's how we hustle every day with, let's say, changing. Then I think it's actually front end or something like what the client sees, so you need to tweak it to your liking. So now I'll push this to a 0.45 so that it will be away from the images. So let's say reload. Okay, I think it's looking good a bit. Yeah, so then we duplicate these stuffs for the file too. So I think the duplication will be from I think it will use the same canvas. So I'll start from the first folder image here through to the button here. Okay, then I'll duplicate it here. Now we need to change our comments. So here should be a file, not first folder. So we need a file there. So file image. Now we change our image, or we add a file there. So go here, then add file being equal to, or file image, photo image. Then we need a file being equal to, okay, so current /src. Then we need the file .png. Okay, then we need a subsample. So I'll give it a 3x3 to and see if it's actually good. So then again we change this to file image. So file image. Then I think it should be on the same x axis, but the y should be maybe a 0.65. Okay. Then we do say, okay, the forward image is actually there, but this should be a 0.65. Then we change this to, I think it should be a folder. So this should be, let's say first, or just a folder image. Yeah. Then this should be a 0.65. Then I think this should also go with, let's say we give it 0.25, then 45. So I'll go with a 2. So I'll go with a 0.85 here. Then transfer and track files instead. Okay, so I think it's all good. Then we can reload and see what we have done so far. Okay, so I think it's looking good. So we have the home page replicated here. So you can see this is the home page here. So what the difference you can see will be, this is actually version, and in our own that we created it's actually V. So it's the same thing. So we have a button here. I think in our next video we will actually add some functionalities to this to actually go to the next page, then we start copying our files. Okay, so I think that will be that for the home page. Then in our next video we look at how we can add the functionalities to the next